Greetings everyone, it is IT2. It is 4:30 in the morning and I'm about to dine on apple juice and 4 beer battered fish fillets with some tomato ketchup presented nicely in the center, as well as some chickpeas and lentils with white beans soup that I made. You may remember 7 years ago, maybe, I was talking to Luke from the UK, and he said, "You've got to get chickpeas and lentils, mate, for your protein." I think that was when I bought these 2 bags of lentils and garbanzo beans or chickpeas. And let me see if I can find the expiration date on these, because I really want to know how old they are. They've been in my cabinet for I don't know how long, dude. I think the expiration date is worn off. The ink has been rubbed raw from where I've... Oh, here we go. Best if used by June 25th, 2020. Oh, that's not that old. They're just 3 years expired. I mean, it's dry goods. So it was sealed. I have been having some pretty bad gas, but I didn't really know that much about lentils or chickpeas or how to like make them, so I can't get the chickpeas over there soft. Are they supposed to just be hard and crunchy all the time, kind of like a nut? Lentils aren't that bad, but it's like you gotta add spices and all kinds of... Maybe some chopped up onions would be good with this. I'll put some onion powder in it. Put some chicken seasoning, garlic, and something else. Anyway, I've only used like half a bag of each of these, and I made a pot, and it's so dense. Like, this is the 3rd bowl I've eaten out of the pot of half of a bag. So what was that, like $1 a bag or something? It's like really cheap. You could live a long time just eating this stuff because it's so dense. But main reason I want to make this video, as nutrient rich and dense as this stuff is, I was talking to my buddy from Kurdistan the other day. We discovered something amazing. I don't know if anybody knows about this. There's this stuff over there. It's like a superfood. You remember a while back, all the vegans were talking about quinoa. Everybody was really into quinoa for a long time because it was so good for you. You find this stuff over there. It looks like quinoa. It's called Burgle, but it's like 5 times the nutrients. I think I'm gonna get the facts here. I'm gonna like pause and I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna go look up the actual facts. I'm gonna do a comparison. I want you guys to see. I feel like I could be a millionaire if I just started like importing Burgle and selling it to like fitness vegans or whatever in California. Probably shouldn't even be telling you guys about it. It's such a good idea. Alright guys, I may have screwed up on this. So if you got lentils and chickpeas here, these are all based on 1 cup, and lentils are boiled. Chickpeas, it doesn't say, it just says chickpeas. You're looking at 20% potassium, 13 carbs, 64 dietary fibers, 36 proteins. I think what happened was me and my buddy at work were just talking about dietary fiber. Like, what's the best to get your fiber up? Because if you get your fiber, you get like this, your intestines gets ready for gut bacteria. Because we were talking about yogurt, and like if you eat yogurt, if you need good bacteria to get your digestion going, which increases your metabolism, then why would you have to keep eating yogurt? Because somebody said, like, if you eat, if yogurt works that way, if the bacteria you eat sets up a what do you call it, a bunch of bacteria in your gut, then you wouldn't have to keep eating it because it would just keep growing. A culture or a hive or whatever that word is. So we're looking at fiber. So as far as fiber goes, bulgur is 5 times better than quinoa, I think. Because this one is like 64%. Chickpeas is 140%. And then bulgur, where does it say fiber at? 104%. That's not more than chickpeas. The problem is when you cook it, bulgur is like dry. Bulgur is like 104, and then you cook it, it goes down to 32. So maybe it's not as great as I thought. 19% for quinoa, but quinoa has twice the calories per cup, 222 versus 151, or wait, 479 dry. See, why is it different? If you cook it, it cooks all the stuff out of it. 1635 104 becomes 31132. It's like most of it's gone. Iron 18% goes down to 9, cuts it in half. 25% B6, 10% B6, 57% magnesium, 14% magnesium. So, like, how are you going to eat, like, dry, cracked wheat food stuff? It looks pretty much like quinoa. It's like a cracked wheat nut, wheat germ. I don't know what you call it. But it's less calories than quinoa, but apparently it's not quite as good on the macronutrients as quinoa is, so I guess I'm not going to make $1 million. Actually, chickpeas might be even better. Look at that. 50, 40, 140. But then, this may not be cooked chickpeas. This may be just dry chickpeas. Like, who can eat dry chickpeas? You gotta cook it. It's gonna be like, you're gonna choke yourself. Anyway, I thought I had a superfood there, but spinach and sweet potatoes, I'm sticking to those as my superfoods, I guess. These lentils are pretty crap because that's boiled. You boil all the goodness out of it. I mean, it's still pretty good. Better than like eating McDonald's. Can't really complain.